Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another video here. Today I have a full swatch and review of the Peculiar Polish Holiday Quad. Thank you, Peculiar Polish, once again for sending these to me. I really do appreciate it. And this quad is really fun to me because we've got three kind of more traditional Christmassy holiday colors, and then one that is a really interesting and unique twist on the traditional holiday colors. So if you are interested, stay tuned because I will have all the details for you, full hand swatches, live swatches, and all of my thoughts and feelings at the end as per usual. But just real quick, some basic information before we get into the swatches. So this quad is comprised of three hollow glitters here, and these retail for $12.50 each. And then we have a magnetic, which will retail for $13. And if you want all four together in one go, you can get the whole quad for $46.50. These are releasing on November 1st, so if I timed everything correctly, they should be live as you're seeing this video, and I will have all of the links down in my description so that you guys can check them out. And I do have a non-affiliate discount code, so if you guys want to save a little bit of money, that will be down in the description as well. I really am enjoying Peculiar Polish's releases because they're not these huge, like, kind of scary collections. When I was younger, man, I loved when Zoya would put out like the 12-piece holiday collections, and I'm like, wow, 12 whole nail polishes. Now I'm like, because I make videos and swatches and stuff like that can be a little bit daunting. So to have these little quads and trios that Peculiar Polish does, but have them have their own unique twist, like I really love that we do have some of the more traditional shades here, but then we have this really, really fun one, and I can't wait to show it to you. So I really, really enjoy that even with a smaller kind of palette of options, Peculiar Polish is still really going above and beyond to maintain a level of uniqueness, which I think with quads and trios, it can be difficult because sometimes you just want all this space to play. And, you know, so with 12 polishes, it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, there's all these crazy polishes. It's a lot harder when you've only got 3 or 4 to work with. So I think she does a really, really great job with that. And I'm excited to show you guys these polishes. So let's hop into the swatch portion, and then we will talk more in depth about each polish and my thoughts and feelings at the end. So the first of the 3 reflective glitters is You're a Mean One, which is quite obviously a very Grinchy green. And here it is on the first coat. You can see it's a little, you think, oh, it's going to look a little bit sparse, but on that second coat, you really do get that visible nail line covered. You could do a third if you want, or maybe a slightly thicker coat, but I feel like it looks really good even just on 2. Here's my full hand swatch. You can see no visible nail line. Then we have My Hollow Heart. This is the same formula as the previous, just in a red, and it is designed to kind of look like poinsettias and things of that nature. Very Christmassy red. This one I really ended up liking because who doesn't love a good poinsettia at Christmas? A little bit more opaque on the first coat than that last one, so it really builds up very easily. And here it is on 2 coats. Very, very reflective, very sparkly. Here you can see from a couple different angles here, my lights just really pow off that reflective glitter. And then the last of the reflective glitters is You Can Ring My Bell. Very traditional kind of Christmas gold, very reminiscent of all the tinsel and of course bells, obviously. I mean, can't forget that, right? And this one I feel is kind of similar to the Grinchy one, where on that first coat you think, oh, is this going to be opaque in 2? And then that second coat just kind of blows you away, like how did this build up so well? And here it is in the full hand swatch. You can see this one is very, very, they're all very, very sparkly. And then finally we have the magnetic, which is super cool. This has a reddish base with a green kind of magnetic pull through it. Very cool for Christmas, kind of like a darker, grungier Christmas color. And here in the live swatches, I'm doing 2 coats, but in the full hand swatches, I did 3 just to achieve like maximum opacity, because when you use a magnet, sometimes the magnetic pull kind of pulls all the pigment in, and then it's hard to get that full opacity on 2. So I just shot for 3. And here in my better like lighting, you can see that magnetic stripe is very, very apparent. On the right hand side, you can see the ring finger was magnetized with like those huge horseshoe magnets. And look at how dynamic that looks. Like, it's crazy. I love the velvet magnet. So what did you guys think of this quad? Like I said at the beginning, I really enjoy that you have a lot of your traditional kind of Christmassy stuff, but then there's like that really unique twist in there. I think that's a lot of fun. She seems to be good at making these collections that have a little something for everyone, even on like these quad and trio scale, which is, again, it's hard to do, right? When we're talking about favorites, I mean, like, of course, it's going to be the magnetic. And I think I've told you guys before, but right here on her label, she does put when a polish has something unique in it. So, like, for example, this one's magnetic. It's denoted on the side of the bottle in the sticker format, which is nice because who has the time or the brain space to remember all that? So I'm glad that she does that. So yeah, this one's my favorite just because it's got that kind of like, it's got like a grungy, creepy Christmas mode, which I guess because as I'm filming this, it's October. I'm still in spooky mode, so maybe that's why I love this one so much. But it is really interesting, and she did send me one of those big, crazy magnets, like the 30-pound pull magnets. And this was my first time ever like trying to velvetize anything. So if you guys have any like tips or tricks for how to be more efficient with it, let me know down in the comments. But it is a really, really cool effect. But out of the 3 hollow glitters, if I had to choose a favorite from those, I know you guys think I'm going to choose the green, but I'm not actually for once in my life. It's got to be the red, my hollow heart, because when I was reading her description, she was like, it's kind of inspired by the color of, how do you say this? Poinsettia or poinsettia? Because like growing up, my grandma always said poinsettia. So that's how I said it. But now I hear people saying poinsettia. So now I don't know. I could just Google this. Okay, I've been saying it wrong my entire life. It's in fact poinsettia. Thanks, Grandma. I swear she said poinsettia. Maybe I can't hear things very well, so maybe that's part of it. But my grandma loves poinsettias, and every year for like Christmas time, she's always got a couple in her home. And so this just kind of reminded me of her because it was like inspired by that color. And last year, a friend of mine actually gave me a poinsettia because I think maybe they're poisonous to cats, and his parents gave it to him. And he has a cat, and he was like, here, just take this. And then like 3 days after I got it home, it just died. And I was like, oh, I thought these were not supposed to die that fast. So clearly I did something wrong. And I was like, oh, darn. But yeah, these hollow glitters are absolutely loaded with hollow. Like just looking at them in the ring light, I can see the light just reflecting off of it really hard. So if you are a hollow glitter lover, these might be the 3 for you. If you like kind of a funkier or more unusual take on a theme, then I think you'll definitely like 'Tis the Season, the magnetic. Even unmagnetized, it is incredibly pretty. So, and that's what I look for in a magnetic. Does it look as good unmagnetized as it does magnetized? Because, you know, let's be real. We're not always ready to hold a magnet to our nails for 20 minutes out of our day. Or at least I'm not. So, but this one, it holds up both ways. So that's what I look for in a magnetic, which is why this one is my favorite of the whole quad. So like I said at the beginning, all the links are down below. If you're interested in these are available on the Peculiar Polish shop right now. And I do have a code down there that you can use if you want to save a little bit of money. Check these out. Let me know down below which one was your favorite. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.